I'd like to call this meeting of the City of Elkhorn Common Council to order. It's September 2nd, 2025 at 5:30. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Kim Schroda,
Here.
Peter Harvey,
Here.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Here.
Ron Dunwoody,
Here.
Scott McClory,
Here.
Ken Minell,
Here.
Dan Roberts.
Here. Next, we've got public comment. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard? Asking again, anyone like to be heard? We'll close public comment. We'll move on to the consent agenda. We just have one item, the council meeting minutes of August 18th, 2025.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes are approved. Reports to city officers, I really don't have anything. I just glad that I understand the fair went well. We had great weather, so I hope everybody had a good weekend. And Adam.
All right, and I want to thank the police department and fire department for all their efforts during the fair. I know they had some long hours. It sounds like they had some, apparently it sounds like there's a bee problem this year, so they were dealing with some bee stings. But anyway, thanks to them for the long hours and work on that. And then the electric department, they've also been working pretty much almost the past 24 hours. There was an outage due to switch gear apparently at the hospital, ironically enough, that actually caused the outage on the southeast side of the city. So it just burned up. I asked this electric superintendent what caused that, and his response was an act of God. He says the cable was 32 years old. So apparently, I don't know what caused it to light on fire now, but that was the cause. And then just wanted to just follow up that the email transition from the .org to .gov is ongoing. I think everybody on the council hopefully got yours switched. I think I saw everybody come in.
Yep.
So if you have any problems, please let us know. And then if anybody just in the public, if you see a .org city email, please start sending it to .gov. We will continue to receive those emails for the foreseeable future, but we do want to make that switch. So that is it for me, except for I'm going to turn it over to Carl, who's got an update on Beast Fest.
Yeah, so this was sent to you, all the council members last week, but with the emails. I wanted to share a quick update. So we're taking different approaches here for an event that we haven't done before. So we've always done some Beast Fest related events, specifically kind of going along with the Beast of Bray Road theme. So this year, in an effort to utilize the bandshell more and kind of get more eyes on the bandshell, we're actually moving this event to Sunset Park. It's Friday, October 24th through the 26th. So the main goal of the event is just to try to attract people that typically wouldn't come to a typical bandshell performance. So we actually have a Carve Wars chainsaw carving competition coming that is going to be partaking in the event. They're going to have an auction at the event as well, so anyone from the public can buy any carved items from Carve Wars, and then part of those proceeds actually go back into the bandshell. So we'll use those for our fundraiser efforts that will launch more in the spring. But yeah, it's a unique experience. So they're typically out in the West Colorado, Montana area. This will be their first event in Wisconsin, so they're pretty excited. And then you can literally go up to these artists and ask for a Beast of Bray Road, and they can make it within an hour. So it's pretty unique. They've been around for like 20 years all over, mainly the West, like I said. But yeah, we're really excited, and this is just the beginning, hopefully, of other events. So it's very family friendly as well. We have a Beast outfit that'll be walking around the event as well, so kids can take pictures with him. They'll have s'mores with the Beast opportunity. We have a concert that Friday night, October 24th, and it just so happens to be a no school day for Elkhorn School District as well, so it kind of provides more opportunities for families to come. So just wanted to give you an update on Beast Fest this year.
Okay, thank you, Carl. We'll move on to unfinished business, a discussion regarding the 26 through 30 capital improvement plan. Is there anything new to relay on that, Adam?
Nothing other than what was listed in my memo. The updates this time are pretty minimal. Aside from, we added the library project, which obviously is already ongoing now, but will continue into next year. We did clarify that the bucket truck, which was budgeted for next year, was part of 2025's budget, but it's been carried over because the delivery's been delayed. And then we did proposing to postpone the electric department's looping project from 26 to 27, just to help spread out those capital projects. It's not a particularly time-sensitive project, and unfortunately, the electric department right now they were already hiring one replacement, and then we had a departure this week. So I know for them, in terms of doing projects, they're going to be onboarding 2 new team members. So the electric department's going to be already struggling from that perspective. So those were the main changes. So I don't know if council has any questions about those or anything else.
Anyone have anything on the CIP? All right, we'll move on to new business. We got discussion and possible decision regarding proposed resolution 2025-26, a resolution extending the emergency at the Centralia Water Treatment Plant Reservoir under Wisconsin statute section 62.15B and authorizing work to reconnect the reservoir.
Make a motion to approve 2025-26.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The resolution is approved. Next, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding accepting the quote from Mid-City Corporation to reconnect the Centralia Water Treatment Plant Reservoir to wells and the Centralia Water Treatment Plant for a cost of $72,900.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding accepting the bid from J.R. Stelzer Company for the rehab of the Centralia Water Treatment Plant Reservoir at a cost of $1,137,860.
I'll make that motion to accept that bid. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah. How are we gonna pay for it?
Yeah, we thought that might be a question. Yeah, so this is something that we've been planning on bonding for. We have been holding out bonding. The water department was already anticipating issuing a bond this year. We postponed that because we were gonna try to tack this project on. So right now, I think the total bond is 2.2, 2.3, Corey?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's pretty close to what we've been anticipating. So we will be issuing that here relatively soon. So there's your answer.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding approving proposal from KLM Engineering to provide construction engineering services for the Centralia Water Treatment Plant Reservoir Rehab at a cost of $74,899.
I'll make that motion to approve that.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
How are we gonna pay for this one?
That is included in the proposed bonding that I referenced.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, we've got an update and discussion regarding progress of the 2025 lead and copper monitoring. Who's got, here we go.
Good evening. Some of you are aware that we're probably in our 2025 lead monitoring season mandated by the WDNR. I think it's an applicable time to give you guys an update to see where things are at, what we're doing, who we're working with, and what's kind of all involved in the program. So first and foremost, October of 2024, we had to submit a service material inventory to the DNR. And what that is, it's a survey of materials of your water service, both public and private. You can submit to the DNR for every address in the city of Wisconsin, or the city of Elkhorn, that has a water connection to us. So basically we were telling them, hey, you got lead service, galvanized service, copper service, poly service, whatever your materials are, both public and private. And that materials inventory is posted, it's posted on our website. So all owners that had services marked as lead, galvanized, or unknown, they were contacted by the utility, and lead literature was mailed to each resident that had one of those services, because the DNR is treating anything that's unknown as a lead service. Why would it be marked unknown? Well, maybe we don't have a record of that service. Those are usually the big indications why it's unknown, or we hadn't had a chance to get into that house to take a look yet. Or another one of our cases is, unfortunately, through like the 1990s, through like maybe 2015, as-bills are very difficult, and we may have replaced the water service, but it's not mentioned in there. So very hard for us to tell the DNR 100% that we're certain the lead service was replaced. Common practice was, contractor come in, replace the water service, but they might just put in a chunk of copper and then tie on to a previous lead service. That probably happened a lot in the 90s. So we're in the process of trying to update that. It's annually we have to update that. And once we do update that, we send it into the DNR, and then we have 30 days to re-notify everyone that has a lead, galvanized, or an unknown service. So what about our compliance period right now? It runs from July 1st through December 31st. There we have 60 sites that we have to collect from and get samples from. So the resident is contacted with a DNR approved site, so that resident, we get their information, we give it to the DNR, and they approve us, and they say, hey, the site's either good or it's no good. So it has to be approved by DNR for us to take a sample from them. So the resident's contacted, we drop off a sample bottle with instructions. The resident typically will flush the line before bed, and then the line will sit stagnant for 6 to 18 hours. Then the resident will draw the first sample, which is about 1,000 milliliters. And then we come around the next morning, pick it up, and then we send it off to a third-party lab. It's a certified lab for lead testing specifically. And then we wait, and we usually get a result in, probably a week to 2 weeks time, we get results. So as of right now, we've collected 30 out of the 60 sites. We received results, 26 out of the 30 sites. So some good news, some bad news. Some good news is, our project control is working, but we do have 3 out of the 26 sites that are high. One was a 21 part per billion, 16 part per billion, and 51 part per billion. WDNR code is 15 parts per billion. So have we failed yet? No, we haven't failed, but it's a good time just to get on board and let you guys know what's going on, so you don't find out down the road if we do fail, what can happen, and I'll kind of get into that here too. So how does that work? It's a 90th percentile result. Whatever the 90th percentile is, if you take all 60 sites and you rank them from low to high, it'd be the 54th highest lead total. That's what they base it on. So if that's at 15 or less, you're good. If it's over 15, you're gonna get a notice of violation. There's gonna be public notification requirements. I'll have to come in front of you, tell you guys we failed. You'll probably get phone calls as well. There'll most likely be a lead service removal project that'll have to be completed. Something that we did similar to 2021, where we went down South Wisconsin, South Church, and a couple other spots. I think we replaced about 21 or 22 lead services. So it'll be something similar to that. So what are we doing now? Well, we're working with our DNR representative. We've already notified every resident that's had a high hit. They've been notified by phone. Every resident that has a sample will get a letter of the result, and they'll be notified of the result. But the ones that have a high lead hit, they get called right away. The DNR is contacted, so they know. So we've been working with our DNR representative. And there's with the DNR representative, that's a lead and copper specialist specifically for Waldorf County. I was on the phone with her last week, told her about what's going on. I said, look, we haven't failed, but we also have 30 more sites to go. I mean, if we have 6 high hits, or 3 more high hits, for a total of 6, we'll be all right, but that 7th one, if it's higher than 15, we're gonna fail. And she said, well, that's what we're here for. We're here to make sure you get out the right literature and make sure that you know what you gotta do to stay in compliance, and we will work with you on that. So that's all. I mean, like, it's important to note that the lead, it doesn't come from the drinking, like, it doesn't come from our wells or source water. It's our plumbing materials, it's service line, our building materials inside the resident's home. We add 2 milligrams per liter orthophosphate for corrosion control, and it's supposed to help put a coating on the pipe to prevent the lead from leaching in. But there's so many things that are probably out of control, that can happen, that are out of our control, you know, that can happen where the lead leaches off, and it could be, quite frankly, maybe at some locations, maybe the corrosion control isn't quite working for whatever reason at the moment. So I guess kind of what we're trying to do, also besides talking with the DNR, I'm working with Matt right now. He's got reconstruction projects in the CIP. I'm under the, trying to review them right now to provide him feedback, because we're trying to work together to replace lead projects. Like, for instance, I know in 2027, we're looking at, Jefferson Street, which would have a fair amount of lead. So that would be a project that we look to do and remove the lead there. So, I mean, I guess why I'm here is I feel it's important that you guys are notified so we can get out in front of this as a community, as council members, so you're prepared. And then also, this is a good opportunity for you guys to ask questions. Some may have the same questions, and just figure it's a good time just to kind of talk about it. So I guess with that, I'll open it up to any questions, concerns, or comments, I guess.
You said you had 3 results that were high.
Correct.
What part of town did they come from? Or is it the same part, or is it different?
It's actually, it's different parts. I was hoping it'd be one part, but it's not. Just a little history. The majority of our land is probably around the old square part of town. Anything that has a house is, I'd say 100 years or older, a very good possibility you have lead. Anything in our records, we're seeing anything post 1928, 1930. Copper was the main product of choice, so that was a good thing. But again, anything, not to mean that there's not one or 2 or 3 homes here or there throughout the decades that lead wasn't used, because lead wasn't officially banned until the late 80s. I think it was like 79 in Wisconsin, like 86 EPA mandated it. So that's, unfortunately, it's kind of random spots. But try and keep in mind that first 1,000 milliliters most likely is your faucet, your building materials inside your resident, from the meter to the faucet. 1,000 mils isn't a lot. So, but also the DNR is going to go to a 5th liter sample, and that should get you to what the lead service, the lead concentration in your services. But that's not official yet. It's coming down the pipeline.
Anyone else?
Nope.
Question? All right.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Next, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding payment application number 3 from Wanasek Corporation for the 2025 Elkhorn Street project in the amount of $583,416.63.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding execution of contract change order number 1 for the 2025 Elkhorn Street project to reduce contract amount by $49,738.80.
I'll make the motion to approve that.
Second.
Look at you, Gary.
Gary, did you get a second?
You want to ask him where that money's going?
Yeah.
Where's that money going?
We've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. And finally, we've got discussion and possible decision regarding acceptance of a quote from Thunder Road for the 2025 roadway and parking lot crack sealing and seal coating project in the amount of $68,150.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Refresh my memory again, which parking lot are they, or lots plural are they doing? I assume the one by the Chamber of Commerce is one?
Yeah, that is one. The nickel, behind the nickel plate is another one.
Okay.
Um,
I know we talked about it when the, when the bids were coming in, but I can't remember
the pool is another one.
Okay.
For fact, at least those three.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. Now we'll adjourn into closed session. Let me read my little statement here. The common council may entertain a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute, section 19.851G, conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved. Our discussion regarding a notice of claim from Carol Hansen. Do I have a motion to go into closed session?
So moved, the motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts.
Yes.
Motion passes, and we will be reconvening into open session. Session? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we pay the amount requested by Ms. Hanson in accordance with the correct paperwork from the city that says it's not precedent setting and we admit no liability or wrongdoing.
Second.
Good motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call. Roll call, please.
Scott McClory,
Yes.
Peter Harvey,
Yes.
Gary Payson Jr.,
Yes.
Ron Dunwoody,
Yes.
Ken Minell,
Yes.
Dan Roberts,
Yes.
Motion passes. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Make that motion.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned.